And we're live. Well, I'm live. Welcome to Intelligent Ratchet, your homeboy, Bishop will make it by my goddamn self. You know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's having a good time. I'm talking to myself. Bishop, how you doing today? I'm doing fine. You know what I mean? So, hey, we're waiting for the rest of the members of Intelligent Ratchet to plug on in. We're going to have a frothy night of attitudes and everything else. So, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Wait till y'all. Yeah, what's going on, Danny? Danny's in the building. It's just me so far until the rest of the intelligently ratchet people come on out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm good. My man's. All right, Danny, what I'm gonna do in a second, I'll send you the link. What's going on, everybody's tuning in? This first part of the show, we're gonna definitely jump into kind of what we ended last week about the benefit situation. It's open enrollment for everybody else. So, here comes P9. P9 in the building.
Oh,
there you go.
Hey,
How's everything going?
oh, it's going lovely, son. It's going lovely. Feeling good, feeling phenomenal.
Yeah, you've been drinking because you
A little bit, man. A little taste.
My God.
What's going on, Bishop?
Nothing, man. If you could, Pete, could you send Daniel the link? Also,
Of
Daniel.
course, good.
Yes,
absolutely.
Thank you. But yeah. But like I said, I'm trying to wait for some people. I think Rob has some people. So if y'all have any questions about picking benefits, I'm going to kind of do an overview of it while P is doing that. And something that you should look for, because I've talked to CEOs, vice presidents, people with college degrees that don't know how to pick their own benefits. You know what I'm saying? That don't know how to pick the healthcare benefits. So I'm gonna kind of run through it again tonight. Because I feel it's very important for people to know how to pick your benefits. So first things first. The most expensive plan is not always the best plan for you.
Okay.
If you don't know, that's normally like your HMOs. And when you pay more in your premium, that means the money that comes out of your check to pay for your insurance that you share costs with your job. So that's the amount that comes out of your check that goes to it. That's not your deductible. Your deductible is what you pay when you go to the doctor.
Right.
That's what you pay them.
That 80-20.
The 80-20, 90-10, 70-30 plans, 50-50 plans if you just have trash insurance.
Yeah.
But so people get that mixed up all the time. My deductible, but I've been paying into my insurance the whole time. It's just like your car insurance. You don't have an accident every year. You pay $600 every 6 months, and then you know what I'm saying, and then you don't have that. It's just in case. So
exactly.
you're paying that premium to have the ability to party in the club. So it's almost like a club. You pay your cover charge. You don't have to drink or dance. It just gets you in the door.
Exactly.
So that's what people got to understand. It's about you as an individual. Phenomenal, pretty healthy brother. You know what I'm saying? Don't have, hopefully you don't have any ongoing conditions or anything like that outside of your rheumatoid arthritis from you just being so damn old. But you know what I'm saying?
That's it, man.
But if he only goes to the doctor just for his checkup, then you don't need to pay that much on your premium, because preventative maintenance is free. Your mammograms, your prostate exams, well woman visits, anything of that nature, your physicals, your normal physicals, all that's free. The preventative care is always free. So So if you just go for preventative care, why would you spend $300 a month on it, right? Especially if you're a healthy person.
Most people just do it because it's peace of mind. Like, I want the best one I could possibly get.
Not the
But then,
best
like,
one. But see what I'm saying?
Well, right. Well, I'm saying the perception of the best
Right.
one that you could possibly get based on how much you're spending.
Much money you're spending. It's like this. But if I said this right here, you can have a high deductible health plan, which means you pay a lower premium, right? So instead of at $200 you're paying, you may be paying $50 per pay period, right? So, and what you can do is with a high deductible health plan, you get an HSA account, which is a healthcare savings account. And with that HSA account, what you could do, you could take those savings. Remember, you're paying $200 over here. Now you're paying $50 over here. So that's a $150 difference. If you just take $50, $75 out of, you're still saving $75, right? Out of that $150 you put it away in your HSA account. That goes into your account every month, or if you want to split it up per pay period, whatever you want to do, right? We'll say that's your weekly cost. I mean, your per pay, which is a lot, but you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like that. But so you're taking that $75 and you're putting it away in an HSA account. So, and then you normally should have a company match, right? So your company is also matching your contribution to your HSA account. So what you're doing, you're getting $150 every pay period into your HSA account, which you don't use. You're just not using it. You're going 5 years. All you had to do was go to the doctor for your physical. You know, so your HSA rolls over with you from year to year. So all that money that you're saving comes with you. So when you say, hey, that just in case happens, the just in case does happen. But now you 5 years into your HSA, now you have $4,000 of money sitting there. So if you need a prescription, if you want to get, you know what I'm saying? Like one time I remember spending $700 on a prescription. Why? Because I had it. Because I wanted the muscle spasm medicine that didn't make you drowsy. $700. I could afford it. Why? Because I've been, during this whole time, I just been putting money away from it. Right. So, and I only go, like you said, for the physicals. I don't get sick that often or whatever. And then it's like, you could do stuff like go to the dentist. You could use that money to go to the dentist. You got a family. You could put that money away and use it for your family.
Right.
So that's how you want to do it. Let's bring D Nasty on. D Nasty.
Hello.
What up?
Microphone checker.
How's it going, young man?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
That's good. We're in here talking about benefits and stuff like that.
Yes, I heard.
Trying to help these folks not spend so much goddamn money on health insurance or going out there getting the cheapest plan and then complaining that your insurance doesn't work for you. You know
exactly.
What I'm saying? Yeah. So, but back to the HSAs. So the HSAs are for people that don't have a lot of conditions. Low deductible, high deductible health plans are people who don't have a lot of conditions that won't go to the hospital, don't have a bunch of prescriptions that you have to take, right? So if you don't go with the high deductible health plan, don't think because it says high deductible, you have to worry about it. You're not going to meet it anyway. You're only going to the doctor like once a year. Right. So it doesn't matter if the deductible is $3,000, you know what I'm saying, for a family or for individuals. You're never going to meet it. You're never going to meet it because you don't go to the doctor enough. Now, let's talk about the HMOs and PPOs, right? PPO is kind of like the middleman. It's for those that, need a little bit more coverage, but don't want to spend a whole bunch. What you can do with a PPO, you could go ahead and add a flexible spending account. So with the flexible spending account, it's almost like an HSA account, but they front load it. So you pay your contributions back at the end of the year. So Daniel has a flexible spending account. He says, hey, I know I'm gonna get some dental work done. I know I'm gonna get, my
teeth,
my BBL, done, my Brazilian butt lift done, what I'm saying? So he's gonna front load that $5,000, right? And they're gonna give it to him. Day one. January 1st, he's got his whole $5,000 in there. So all he has to do is use that $5,000 before the end of the year. And guess what? He's golden, right? If he decides not to get the BBL, you know what I'm saying, his teeth fixed, and he just doesn't, he sits on it, come whatever. Normally it's like December 15th, but definitely at the end of the year, he loses all that money. Every last red cent.
I think you said last time it was December 15th.
Yeah, I think it was December 15th.
Yeah.
I know some plans are December 15th, but I'm going to, please check with your provider, your HR. But I'm going off what I remember, right?
Everything is different. Everything different.
Is a little bit different. But that money will go the fuck away. Let's talk about like that money.
That's true.
Going all the way away, right? So if you do not use it, you lose it. But here's the kicker. And I'm not saying do this, but just like you lose that money, if Dan went in and got his teeth fixed in January, and Dan went on March and got his Brazilian butt lift, and he's happy with that, guess what? He spent all $5,000 of that money, right?
It's interesting, Bishop, that you defined BBL so that people who are watching and don't know what BBL is, then they go, oh.
Hilarious. It makes the joke funny, right? Okay. You can't use I don't think you can use your flexible spending account for cosmetic surgery anyway, but
you can't.
In our fantasy world, we're doing it. Okay. So but he leaves in June. He leaves the job, gets a better job, goes in June. Guess what?
Ass fired.
He does not. He
don't have to pay it back, do he?
Any of that money back. You see what I'm saying? Because if you worked in HR like I have, there is a large percentage of people that do not finish paying their money. I mean, or use all their money. Right. Trust me, they leave so much on the table. and you know what I'm saying? So you little $5,000, guess what? Your six other employees left that money on the table 3 times over. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, you can take that. You know, so that's kind of how the flexible spending account works. So make sure you map out what you're going to do for the year. It's just like your daycare spending account. It's just like a flexible spending, dependent care flexible spending account. It's the same thing. Make sure you're going to use all the money you're going to use. Now, if you're like my household, me and my wife, we have 2 separate insurances because one of them, you know what I mean, they have the spousal penalty on insurance, on both our insurances. So if your spouse is able to get coverage, is able to get coverage or offer coverage through their job and they don't take it, then you have to pay an extra subsidy on that. So, which again, so what I have a high deductible health plan and she has PPO. So she uses a flexible spending account. So, so what happens is what we do when it comes down to the kids and stuff like that, we use a flexible spending account up. And then if something happens closer to the end of the year, after that money's saved up, that's when I bring out my HSA.
Okay.
So that way we keep all the coverage and all that stuff through the whole year, right? So if we don't go to the doctor like that, kids don't go to the doctor like that, then she's already paid the money into the flexible spending account, and we know where it is, right? $1,005, whatever, $1,500 just for regular stuff. Then I come in and pick up the scraps.
I got you.
So, but yeah.
Hey Bishop, quick question: is Danny spinning on the bottom of your screen?
Yeah, he's spinning on the bottom of my screen.
Okay, there we go. Okay. I didn't know if it was my connection, and I wanted to make sure.
Yeah. Sometimes they do that. I think Danny had bad connection on there. But yeah, so that's what you want to look into. And again, you want to look at the cost versus what your health is. If you're a healthy person, please do not spend on a higher plan because a higher plan is not good for you if you're a young person. Right. If you are going to be prescription, if you're going to get prescriptions and all that stuff, then yes, you probably want to go with a higher premium because they're going to have better coverage for your prescriptions. Your HMOs, like with an HMO, is a little bit more restrictive because you have to be with a network. So if you want your freedom, go with a PPO. You know, look at your prescription plan, see how much they pay, see what your out-of-pocket max is, and everything else. And if if anybody has any questions, please, because I'm just running off of memory and everything like that. So if anybody else have questions, please answer them. I'm ready to answer them. We're going to take this first half of the show to make sure that we get all your benefit questions answered. Because like I said, I got over 15 years of experience in benefits, 401ks and all that stuff. So, pensions and everything else. So also, man, take the time out, and you should be able to do with your benefits. Always when open enrollment comes around, do your benefits. Do an active enrollment every time, even though you may have a passive enrollment, because some jobs don't. They'll stop. They'll get rid of a plan real quick. And if you don't, you be. And I've had those sad stories. Oh, I used to do this plan. It cost this much.
So yeah, we got rid of that plan 6 months ago.
We got rid of it. We sent you the thing because we got rid of. What they'll do is they'll tell you a year before that they're getting rid of the plan.
Right.
So they'll say, so your open enrollment for 2021 going into 22, they'll say, hey, we're getting rid of this plan in 23, right? So
Gotcha.
now you have more than enough room to they'll send out their little emails and all that stuff. So, but I have horror stories where people are like, I wanted this plan in it, and then they default them to the lame plan. You know what I mean? Because you just you didn't make your election. So make sure that you go in and you make your elections early on. Get on top of it. Now you can make changes up until December 31st.
Okay.
So if your open enrollment period is over, then you're good until December 31st, because that's good. Outside of that, you're gonna have to have a qualified life event. Now,
like getting married or having a kid.
Have a kid, get married, somebody passes away, you get on child support, things of that nature. You adopt a child. A qualified life event is not, I'm spending too much money on this, and you know what I mean? That's not qualified.
Say qualified life event. I looked at my check-ins and my savings, and the way they were set up, I can't do this plan anymore.
So make sure you get on it, because it's nothing they can do. Like, you could hitch and haul and pitch a fit and all that stuff. Whatever. Right? You know what I'm saying? You could hitch and haul, pitch a fit and all that stuff. Guess what? That shit it's not gonna do anything.
Not gonna do anything, yeah.
Because it's in your right, it's in your benefits. So make sure you have an active and that whole, but no one told me. They did tell you. They tell you 100% of the time. It's in your benefits package. They sent you 30 emails. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. They did tell you. You just didn't read it.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? You can't go into that, oh, no one told me shit. I don't. Like, anytime I'm saying no one told me, motherfucker, I'm reading the same shit you're reading. It said right here on paragraph 20. Now you got to read. Absolutely.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? I never got that. No one told me. Yeah, we did. We sent you emails. Then I know that someone told you, because of the fact is 80% of the company has been changing their benefit to reflect what's going on. So somebody told somebody.
Right.
So
I get it though.
That's where I'm going with it. So make sure you pick the benefits that go for you. You know what I mean? Like I said, if y'all got any benefit questions throughout the night, please make sure y'all just throw them in the comments or whatever if you have any questions, because there's no stupid questions. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, only reason why I know about it so much, because shit, I did it for like 4 different companies. You know what I'm saying? Over 15 years or whatever, and it's just like, and then when you start doing your own coverage and everything like that, you start realizing. So make sure and that's how you save money. You save money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like, or you get the coverage that you actually need, because some people come in, I just want the cheapest coverage. Or you get the cheapest coverage, then you're gonna pay more money on the back end.
Exactly.
You're gonna have more money on the back end. So that's or pay more money on the back end. That's when you get your 70-30 plans and your 60-40 plans and stuff like that. You know what I mean? The shit ain't working for you because you ain't did the right thing. So that's
Bishop, I got to tell you, there are stupid questions. I've heard a few.
I don't think it's stupid questions. I mean, if you're ignorant, then you know what I'm saying. You coming in with ignorance. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
you got to start somewhere to get you.
Gotta start.
I've heard some questions. You know, like, did you read?
Huh?
RTFM, baby.
Yeah, most people are not going to. They're just gonna come to you and be like, "Hey, look, I don't know how this works."
Right. Just say you don't know how it works. I'll tell you.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Like I said, because I've had people that vice presidents that signed their signatures on the benefit package, and they're calling about, I didn't know that. Like, what? You ain't know that? You signed it. You signed it. What's up, T? Thank you. I'm glad I can help. Hopefully, you know what I mean, you get your benefit package and all that stuff. And if you need some extra help, let me know. I'm only charging $95.27.
What a bargain.
It's a bargain. That 27 cents is savings.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? 27 cents is savings. I mean, I need to keep it on a certain number so I don't have to claim it on my taxes.
There you go. The 27 cents makes all the difference in the world.
Right, all the difference in the world.
Gets you below that level.
Right below it.
Gets you into the lower tax bracket.
But yeah, please, man, don't, and especially if you have a family, you know, look at your family, how much they do it. Because like I said, the cheaper plans aren't always, but if you don't have sickly children, then get you a PPO. You know, put your family coverage. A lot of times, and the cool thing is, with most medical insurances are that I've seen, that it doesn't matter how many kids you have. Once you have a child, you all get under the family coverage, right. Or you plus child coverage. So okay. You don't have to pay for every child. You know, some of them do. They may you know, do it as you go. But yeah, man, and yeah, just don't try to put your neighbor's kids on your coverage. I've seen that happen.
We're back to that.
Have you seen? And then they catch up with you.
The fact they think it won't catch up is interesting,
right? Because they're like, "Yo, hold on, let's get that. Let me get that birth certificate for that kid." Yeah. And like, what do you mean? Oh, this is my neighbor kid. They need help. No, this is only for your children.
Right.
Like you knew what you was doing. Now, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Back. You got to pay all that money back
plus interest.
Is it really plus interest?
Mm-hmm. They come and get all that money back.
They're not fucking around with their money.
Not fuck around with that. That shit is way too expensive for your ass to be taking care of your neighbor's kids. You know what I mean? Because what you're doing is this right here. You're not doing it out of goodness of your heart. They're paying you a premium to keep their kid on the what's the name. You're making money double fisted. You know what I'm saying? If I say, yo, P, the insurance that you're showing is $80 for your children. I say, P, I put them on mine. You just give me extra $30 a month. Boom, because I'm only paying $15 to add them onto mine. Because I already got kids. I just add them onto my coverage. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I'm not even paying for them. I'm paying for my kids. I'm just adding yours on.
So Matt, let me ask you this: what is it that gets people caught up then? Like, what would prompt them to essentially audit you? Be like, hey, let me get this information about these kids. Is it like when you take someone off or put someone on? Like, what would make that even a thing that they would look into?
Strange movements like that, taking someone off, putting them back on, this right there. You know what I'm saying? Just like, but what they'll do is they'll do a company audit for everybody.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, if I had gotten away with it, nobody was paying me no mind, and then Bishop taking people on, putting people off, they'd be like, hold on, let's audit everybody, and then you mess around and get me caught up.
Yep.
So Bishop would do something like that.
He would. Yep. He'd be like, yo, P, we caught y'all.
Right. We caught P. But nah, it's that company audit. That audit will they'll do a company audit in a minute. But then because they have to restructure, because they want to save money. Mm-hmm. So if they need to save money, they need to do that audits because you're not supposed to have certain people on your benefits. And now you're paying that money back. You know what I'm saying? That's why they like people were saying that their boyfriends and stuff like that were their husbands and wives were their girlfriends, and then break up with them. Break up. I want to take them off my coverage. Okay, what did y'all get, a divorce? We were never married. Oh, so for the last 3 years you had them on your coverage, you guys were never married?
No, committing fraud.
They were like, no, we together though.
Right, but we together. It's not your husband though. You got to mark as your husband. You don't have them marked as your domestic partner. It's a difference.
Yep.
So when they do that, then they look at it like, but I want to take them off my coverage. You know what I used to do? You don't want to take them off we haven't had this conversation. We have not had this conversation.
Right.
Because if we do have this conversation, you are thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in fraud. So what the best bet is to do this. Wait till open enrollment and take them off during open enrollment. That way you don't have any here and there.
Right.
I didn't hear what you just said.
You lose the $20, $30, whatever, and you walk away.
Right. Lose that money, lose that little $300 because your ass about to get fired.
And you going straight to jail. Well, straight to court anyway, at least.
No, they won't throw you in jail for that kind of fraud these days. They give you a suspended sentence or something.
Yeah, but you gotta pay it back. I got you.
But that's what I'm saying, but you're gonna pay it back. You're gonna pay it back. You know what I'm saying? You talking about I want to take them off the coverage. Okay. So and then they're gonna want that proof. Give me proof of divorce. Send this right on up. Yep. Because a lot of companies that do this right here, they're like, shame on you. This your first offense, shame. You didn't know, fine. Shame on you. You don't got to pay it back. But guess what? You're not gonna get any. But you don't get that money back, even if we took them off. Nope. You don't get that money back. Oh, you forgot to it's been sad days when somebody forget to add their newborn on the joint.
They give you what? How long is it for a new life? 30 days? 31 days.
31 days. From the time of the life event.
Right.
You know, from the time of the life event. So even if you get the divorce, you know what I'm saying? You got divorced, you know what I mean? Didn't work out between me and UP and our domestic marriage and shit. You fuck P. You know what I'm saying? You never pay no bills anyway. I'm a crip here blood. You know what I mean? Don't work out. And you don't tell your job in 31 days that we didn't got this divorce. Guess what? I stay on your coverage until the rest of the year. So don't get divorced.
Come back around.
Right. So open enrollment comes around, and then so open enrollment, you can make any changes you want to.
Right.
You don't. So it's like this. You don't have to have proof of anything. So, you know, I used to tell people all the time, hey, thug it out for the rest of the year. Change it on open enrollment and get it on that, because any other places you're gonna get yourself in trouble where you can't do it. So make sure you guys motherfucking read it and don't call into the customer service into HR and be cussing nobody out because you failed to read your manual. It's not their fault. It's not. It's your fault.
So I can't select one of these comments and have it show up on the bottom of the screen because I'm not cool like you guys.
What happened? You can't see.
When Ralph shouts me out, I can't quote it on the bottom of the screen.
You can see them. You just can't click. You can't click them. If I'm not mistaken, because you're not an admin.
You don't have the power.
See, I'm not cool like you.
Yeah, because you have to be a part of them challenge Ratchet. Like I'm grandfathered in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying I was on episode 1.
It's your show. Yeah.
What are y'all doing? So my baby is both. I don't know if y'all can see him. Hold on. Y'all want to be on? Look at him.
There you go. Oh, hi guys.
Well, these are my little crotch gremlins. Say hello. You want to wave at everybody? Say hello.
Loud, too much pressure now.
There it is. There it is. There they go. Both of our this is
baby Omegas.
Yep. Harley is. You know, go back to bed then. All right, cool.
Go. That's Harley and Quinn.
Harley and Quinn. Yeah.
Black one. Yeah.
Aww. Raph, why you not up here, man? You come on through.
Nah, Raph is yeah, why is Raph? Because I didn't send Raph the link, you know what I'm saying? So I thought you would have been in, so I started the show without you. All
so
right,
I'm not as cool as you guys, but Raph's not as cool as me. So
right.
There you go.
But you know, Raph's been on, so we got to give Dan some shine on the next 2 episodes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
is that how it works? Okay, I gotta get.
You know what I'm saying? Because
okay.
I feel bad for you sometimes. I feel like you like your redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, gray-headed stepchild. I just sit in the margins and make snarky comments.
Right. Is that Daniel?
Yeah, gotta shine.
Gotta shine. Gotta shine. Shout out
it's
to
just the light reflecting off my glasses. That's all.
Yeah, nah. You look excellent. They reflecting off. It's like we're looking at each other,
Yeah.
So, enough about the benefits and all that stuff. Let's talk about the homeboy. Well, actually, let's talk about this. How was you guys' Halloween?
Halloween was fun, man.
It was a good day.
To the cheering out, trick or treating.
Okay.
You know, I had the V for Vendetta going.
I saw that.
The kids, I had one was a ninja. The other one, daggone, excuse me. The wife was a ninja. My son was a ninja. And what was my daughter? She was I'm not even sure right this second. It'll come back to me. I know she was a witch last year. I'm trying to remember what she was this year. But dang, how about you, man?
I didn't go anywhere. My house is back in the woods, and so I basically well, it was weird because my dad, like I said, my dad just passed, and so we did an All Souls Day for him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So on November 1st and November 2nd, and actually November 2nd, this last Tuesday was the last day of Bardo for him. That's the Buddhist celebration where you light candles to help guide a departed soul through the afterworld to the next life. So this was the last day for his Bardo celebration as well. So we had that sort of celebration going on for my dad. So
nice. That's what's up. Now you learn something every day. You know what I'm saying? So you practice Buddhism?
A little bit, but
you Buddhist?
My brother's family Buddhist. Yeah, my brother's family is in Bhutan,
right?
And they're all Buddhist there. So they were lighting candles for him in Bhutan, and so we lit candles here for him as well. I had another friend of mine in Houston who lit a candle for him on the same as it was in church on Tuesday for Day of the Dead. So Dia de los Muertos. So
yep, Dias de Muertos. That's what Raph said.
Yeah. So we did have a Day of the Dead celebration, and we had Bardo. So we had all kinds of things going on at the same time. So
just to make sure.
Exactly. You
got to check all boxes. Do all that.
Cover all your bases.
Some got to stick.
Yep.
Make sure, you know what I'm saying, pops get sent off correctly. You know
but they're all doing basically the same thing. And it's kind of interesting the way that different philosophies and religions have parallel festivals and celebrations and sort of rites and things like that. So it was interesting in that sense.
That's what I'm saying. And then that's the reason why I think when it comes down to religion, that's how people got it messed up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's too similar. And then
it's all the same stuff. Yeah.
All the same stuff. It's just you call it something different. And then, you know what I'm saying? Some people have more than one God, but you know what I'm saying, that does something else.
But did you ever notice that there's either multiple gods or your one God has multiple faces? But I also noticed that the more violent the conflict is, the more similar the two viewpoints are.
Right.
So like the worst wars are civil wars. And the ones that are the longest and bloodiest ones are the civil wars. It's these people basically the family spats last for a long time.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So the closer two groups are, the more they'll fight.
That's exactly. That's why poor folk always killing each other.
It's
You know what I'm saying? That's why po folk always kill
rich folk get the po folk to kill each other for them.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? They don't shoot out. They don't shoot out in Beverly Hills. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what it is. They have the opportunities. But we all.
I don't know. I saw that picture of the people in, was it in South Carolina? The rich guys in South Carolina who pulled out the guns to go after the Black Lives Matter protesters.
Yeah. So they did. You know what it is?
What was this now?
That's fear and power. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah.
You talking about the male and female, the couple?
Yeah, the couple.
They came out the mansion.
Yeah, right.
Came out the mansion with their guns.
With like a 20, like you're not guarding the mansion with that. Like if half of the people that's protesting pulled out their choppers or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be you're not gonna shoot in the crowd. Stop.
No.
Stop
right.
at 5. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, we're not worried about you. Like we wasn't worried about you until you threatened. But I was also off the topic a little bit, but kind of on it. I was looking on YouTube today, talk about if we were in a simulation. Science has proved that we may be in a simulation, right? And they was like
the Matrix.
They matrix that it, but they was like it was religion really proves it that if we are in a simulation,
right,
then it's going to be religion. But I'll let y'all check it out. I'll send y'all links and everything like that. It's a pretty interesting take on it.
Yeah, definitely be interesting to read.
And we're programmed and stuff like that. Or we might not be in a simulation. You may be in a simulation. And then that's why you're conscious in it, and everybody else is kind of like you're like player one in a video game.
The whole world has been put on in this universe just for my benefit.
No, it's not the whole world because it's not a whole world.
Well, the whole
it's
universe.
It's only what you interact with.
Right.
So when you play a video game, right? It only loads what you're looking at.
Right.
So even if they have a 360 world view, if you got your back turned to it and it's not on your screen,
right?
Then all it is just it's black, it's cold. Then
so we're all living the first person shooter.
Right. It just loads that part up for you.
We're all living in Grand Theft Auto.
You're all living in Grand
Theft Auto. There you go.
Yep.
There was a television show, it was a British television show that I used to watch.
Why did I feel like you always watch British TV? Like you just look like you just don't. You like, I'm just gonna watch British TV and.
Well, I watch a lot of foreign stuff, German stuff, Spanish stuff. They're all good. We're
not talking about your porn. We're not talking about your porn selection.
No. That's a completely different thing. It was a show called Misfits.
Okay.
And I think there was an episode that was set like a video game, and this guy, maybe it was a different show, but there was this guy who was he lived his life like he was in a video game, and it was kind of shot that way, and it was acted out that way. It was really interesting, actually. So he was basically living a first-person shooter game.
Nice.
Yeah, it was kind of a funky little twist on things.
I like first-person shooters. I liked what was it, Hardcore Harry?
Yes.
Have you ever seen that movie?
I hadn't seen that.
It was shot first person. The whole movie was shot first person. And you would think it would irk the fuck out you, but it really the supporting actors were excellent. They were excellent. Okay. So shout out to all the supporting actors and stuff in that, because all you saw was Hardcore's hands. It was just like
Right.
And then he would do stuff, and then you about, oh shit, then you'll see his feet. So it was real wild. So if you get a chance to watch Hardcore Harry, I recommend it. It was a good little ditty of a film there. But yeah, so and what was we talking about? We got down to a rabbit hole somewhere else.
No, sorry about that.
I thought you was about to switch it up, man. We was gonna talk about the Grammys.
The Grammy. Oh, hard. Yeah. So okay. And also, if you just tuning in, if you have any benefits questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I'll answer. I'll stop what I'm doing, and I'll answer those benefits, open enrollment questions, deductibles, all that stuff. So if you're tuning in for that, please stick around. I'll answer any of your questions if you need that.
Because he knows what he's talking about.
So the Grammys are allowing R. Kelly to keep all his Grammy wins. Some people don't like that fact.
I never thought I would say that the Tour de France did the right thing, but they made Lance Armstrong give his titles back. So
remind me, why did he get what was the issue with
Lance
Armstrong? I'm trying to remember.
was
Was it
doping.
steroids?
He was doping. Yeah, he was blood doping. So what he did wasn't as, to me, it wasn't as bad as what R. Kelly did. I mean, but then what R. Kelly did had nothing to do with his music. So
exactly,
I can sort of see what the Grammys is saying, because what Lance Armstrong did was basically make it so that he could win, whereas R. Kelly just is a dick.
Yeah.
So.
Right, and that you essentially laid out what I was getting ready to say. His talent, the record sales, the whole nine, that was based on his music, what he brought to the industry. So for the Grammys I'm not big on retroactive punishment in general, but like especially in this scenario, like the Grammys were smart enough to know that they were about to open Pandora's box, and that would have been if they had took his Grammys back, then it would have been a series of petitions saying, well, if you're gonna punish R. Kelly, what about this person? What about that person? What about this person?
Because
what about that person?
Rock and roll is not exactly a kindergarten class.
Exactly. And the Grammys were smart enough to know that they are not gonna go down that rabbit hole and fall for the banana. They're like, no, you know what?
Nope.
He's gonna keep his stuff, because what he did had nothing to do with this. We didn't give him or not give him Grammys based on his personal activities. It was based on the music. So I think they did the right thing personally.
Did R. Kelly make Grammy Award winning music? He did. I mean, did he write Grammy Award winning? Because it's like, where, like you said, even with R. Kelly, where does it stop? Because if he wrote you a song and you won a Grammy off that song, do they strip that Grammy away from that artist that he wrote the whole song for him? You know what I'm saying? So it's like this. Like at the end of the day, yeah, he deserved every one of his Grammys. He also deserved this time in prison too. I mean, we can have both. We can have both. You know what I'm saying?
What? You mean the world's complicated and full of gray areas? No. Black and white, baby. Everything has to be one thing or the other. There is no room for gray in between stuff.
And this is what we don't want to talk about either, though.
What's that?
And P. This is what we don't want to talk about. Like everybody that has seen the first R. Kelly sex tape, everyone that has seen and distributed and shared that is an accessory in child pornography. Ooh.
That's true.
You lean the chair back on that?
Yeah, totally. He's out of frame because he watched it.
I never saw it. I remember in high school when that was circulating. I think it was high school. Maybe it was. Yeah. I'm not sure if it was high school before that. But I remember when the tape was circulating, and I was like, why? Like, I don't need to see it for what?
Right. But I'm talking about any studio porn, like, yo, you are accessory to child pornography, because we all know that young lady was underage. And if you saw it and you watched child pornography. Shame on you. So, you know what I'm saying? And now this go around, it's just like he's a fucking creep. And shame on the parents. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. Like, first of all,
they need to get locked up. If we're gonna lock up R. Kelly, we need to lock up everybody attached to him.
We
need to lock up the managers, the people who bought the plane tickets, the person who did the chauffeuring of them, the parents who okayed it, who took the hush money. Right. If you're gonna put away R. Kelly, because what I hated about the whole scenario was the fact that it was like, ooh, him over there, he's the bad guy. Like, like he did it all by himself. Like,
well, that's the way Americans have become. They point the fingers. Everybody says they did it. They did it. They did it.
Point the finger.
Nobody ever says I take responsibility for what happened.
No, my thing is right here. Like, first of all,
it's not over, by the way.
As a girl dad, as a girl dad, and I think I put this up on that page too. Like, there is no way that you're gonna tell me I can't be near my daughter during the creative process, and she's our age. There is no fucking way. You're not gonna ban me. Guess what? Then we go somewhere the fuck else.
Exactly.
If she's that talented, appreciate you. If R. Kelly, listen, I value your opinion, good sir, but I'm gonna tell you this right here. If your ass even remotely think you about to be in my motherfucking, I don't care. Listen. I'm gonna tell you this right here. P Nominal is my man, and he could be doing a rap record with my daughter tomorrow. Guess what? Fuck that. I'm there the whole goddamn what's the name? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, not to say that I don't trust P Nominal, but guess what? I don't want not to trust P Nominal. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anything to get misconstrued, misinterpreted, because guess what I have to do? If something happens, I'm gonna take my baby side and I'm gonna have to end this friendship and I have to go to jail. I have to.
Right.
I have to. And guess what? P Nominal, I'm thinking of myself and I'm thinking of his family and everything. This man got a family, he got people that love him. Guess what? I hate to take this nigga off earth because he got to go. He has to go. And I hope P Nominal feels the same way with me. It's like this, you know what I'm saying? If I hurt one of his kids, no matter how much it was sadden him to stab me through the eye with a toothpick, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? And to chew on my face. And he cried, he might cry the whole time as he pulls his 45 out on me and dumps half the clip inside of my chest because I done hurt one of his babies. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this. So that's why, as upstanding citizens, that, you know what I'm saying, will absolutely fucking hurt the fuck out. I don't care how much money you be. Like, I don't got to be in the studio.
Right.
Like, P Nominal might have the studio. I ain't got to be in the studio. I'll sit in the damn in a lobby. But she gonna be there. She gonna be there close enough so I can put hands on her.
Right.
If some hands.
It'd be like, yo, she's in the booth. I'll just be over here in the corner, minding my business. I'll be on the couch. I'll be back in the corner. You won't even know I'm here. I'll be on my phone. I put my head, like, I just be chilling. You gotta worry about me.
Right here.
I'm not going to interrupt.
Studio A. You can be in Studio A. I'll be in Studio B. But I know when I get that phone call, if my baby call me, I need to be within 10 feet radius because you ain't walking past me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I understand. Like I said, I'm an artist, so I understand what you got to do. Like, hey, Dad, I don't like your energy. Fine, I'll step right outside of the door. Give me a little chair. You know what I'm saying? I'll sit right there. You know what I mean? And do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that way you still have it, and I'm there for you. Just know my presence is close. But you're not flying my baby out. You're not gonna fly my baby out.
That never made sense. From at any point in time, I watched the documentary. It never made sense. Like, oh, you know, he saw my baby and thought she was, you know, be the next whoever, right? And she's all this talent and all that stuff is great. But like, yeah, so he flew her out to Chicago. They lived in, like, let's say, I don't know, Alabama somewhere. Like, oh, he flew it out. Like, why would you let your child fly from that away from you, that far away by themselves with this person that you know him professionally, but you don't know him personally?
Right.
Or his team, right? Fuck him. Just anybody who's attached to him. Sometimes you may not be the creep, but your homeboy is. He's always around.
There's too much nastiness going on in the music business, in the entertainment industry in general.
Right.
It's just no way. I don't trust like that.
Dirty motherfuckers. And also, like, I just seen an article where a father caught his daughter's ex-boyfriend because he sold her into a sex trafficking ring.
Yes.
And caught his ass and beat him over the head with a cinder block and stabbed the shit out of him and left him in the car.
That sounds good to me.
You know what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is right here. And I said, you know what? The only mistake that man made because he just didn't dig a hole. He didn't have the foresight to dig a hole. Yeah. Like, sir, dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? Dig a hole.
Didn't you see that comment? You have a friend with a pig farm.
Absolutely, Jesse. And this is first offense too. He gonna go. He said he going to jail, but guess what? And the only thing because he left the body in the trunk and ditched the car. Listen, what I'm saying is this right here. All I'm gonna do is dig a hole, and I'm gonna put your ass in it. And that's what you know what I mean. And it's like this: whatever you did to her, I'm doing to you. Because he waited 6 months before he caught homeboy. I mean, he stalked him. Like when I say right here, he stalked him. He found out homeboy routine and snatched him.
Yeah. See, I'd have found a local pig farm, and that boy would have been gone.
Same thing, Scotty Ratchet. Give it to the guy with the pigs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's real though.
But the only reason I got caught because someone came across the car and said it was a foul odor coming out of it. You dig a hole. Next time you dig a hopefully there's never a time.
Yeah, hopefully there's never next time, but
there's never a time that you even have to experience. But guess what? If you need to put your hands on somebody in that manner, dig a hole. You know what I'm saying? Don't, especially if you're gonna be premeditated, because that means he watched this dude.
Right.
Dig a hole and wear gloves.
He getting murder one all day. He's
definitely getting murder one.
He's going to get murder one.
No, he's gonna. That's premeditated as hell.
Hell yeah, he's going to do it.
But it's justifiable as far as I'm concerned. So,
I mean,
maybe the judge will have
leniency,
have some leniency because
the judge has daughters too.
Shit.
Or just kids in general. Like, if somebody did it to my child, they're gonna have a certain response.
Man, woman, or child. Touch my sons or my daughters in an inappropriate way, y'all getting the same motherfucking treatment. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be no teacher sucking my son PP or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm throwing your ass off a roof, bitch. It's got to go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Miss McDaniels, your punk ass got to come off this roof.
Not Miss McDaniels, man.
I'm throwing Miss McDaniels ass off the fucking roof. You know what I'm saying? Other school.
No, Daniels. No. Don't bring that Daniels into this. That's uncool.
Yeah. All right, Miss Gutierrez. Out here, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, it's equal opportunity justice on my end or whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna praise that shit. He said it, bro.
Hell no.
I'm sorry, Raph. I threw you under the bus. I'm sorry.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. That was the only other person I could do it. Oh man. Right. But yeah, I think I'm with you, P. He should keep the music. I mean, if you want to listen to his music and all that stuff, I mean, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you want to listen to R. Kelly music and the sexual music and knowing it's about a 14-year-old little girl, I mean,
hold on before you go too far, because I know what you're about to do. Don't do that. Listen. I will tell you as a DJ, right? I want to remove my personal stance on it for just a second. As a DJ, as recently as last week, I still get requests for R. Kelly music, and we ain't talking about an all-black crowd. I'm talking like a mixed, mainly white crowd. Like, yo, we need to hear that R. Kelly, that Ignition remix 2 weeks ago. Same thing. The week before that, same thing. I get just as many requests for him as I did before. I'm going to tell you that. And I saw an article recently saying that his music has spiked again since the trial ended.
Yeah.
So, like,
there's no such thing as bad publicity.
Right. If you like the man's music, you like the man's music. I don't believe that you need to throw the baby away with the bathwater. If you like the music, you like the music. That's got nothing to do with the person. It's the artistic expression. Just like there was conversations about Cosby. Like, I'm gonna still watch the Cosby Show if it were to come on TV, just because I can appreciate the show as a show, as its own individual thing, personally. But like I said, people still requesting R. Kelly like nothing happened. So clearly they're still listening to his music.
But when you out here talk about, you know what I'm saying, my mind's telling me no and my body's telling me yes, that motherfucker's talk about a high schooler. You know what I'm saying? There it is, brother. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to keep that in the back of your mind.
You have to acknowledge what you're listening to. You may like it, but you have to acknowledge what you're listening to.
But remember, like, you know who it is.
There's a reason his mind is saying no.
Right.
I'm just going to put that out there.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen to it. It's all good.
Now, Raph, we're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna do that, Raph.
No,
Michael Jackson.
Raph, I will hit the button on you in the comment section. You will, you will lose your ability to comment. Block
Raph from ever speaking. Block him, please. Talk about the good Reverend Michael Jackson.
Reverend Dr. Michael Jackson.
Reverend Dr. Michael Jackson. Esquire.
With Michael Jackson, nothing was ever proven.
No.
So, Whereas R. Kelly, I think, is a little bit different.
Yeah,
R. Kelly at this point, I mean,
he's a trash ass individual.
It's over for him.
It's over for him.
With Michael Jackson, people said, well, there's got to be something there. Just has to be. But they never had any evidence or proof there was.
Nah. If the feds come after you and the case fall apart, then that should tell you something. They never found anything. Hard drives, phones, tablets, whatever you come up with. They never found anything foul on him at the Neverland Ranch or whatever the case may be.
Exactly. But, he was a weird dude. I will give you that. But
a strange guy.
He didn't do anything illegal.
Right.
No. But again,
eccentric, not strange. Eccentric.
Okay, fine. Eccentric. Yes. When you've been famous since you were 8 years old, it's going to mess with your mind. That's all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it should. Sometimes it's hard. No, it's not. No, it's not. Nope. It ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's not. Because it's, like I said, I've never listened to R. Kelly music. Like, I didn't rock.
You've said this before, yeah.
Yeah. I'm just not an R. Kelly fan. Like, I don't listen to none of R. Kelly sex shit.
Ooh. Yo, he just made a great point. Yo, I have that same struggle with Chris Benoit. As someone who was a fan of his growing up. I don't know if y'all know his story or not. Do y'all know who Chris Benoit is?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. The short answer for any Ratchet who's watching, he was a famous wrestler, famous for essentially all his adult life. He's from Canada. He's from somewhere where Daniel's from. But
sounds like he's from Montreal. If he's Benoit, he's from Montreal.
He's from Quebec. He's from Edmonton, Alberta. Specifically, that's where he grew up.
Okay.
Oh, then he's not okay. Then the way, because he pronounces his name with the French way, so I thought he was from Montreal, but he's not. He's not from Quebec. Then he's from out west. Okay.
But he was famous. WCW, ECW, WWE. Suffered a lot of concussions. It was at the end. Essentially, this was alleged. We don't know if this was really what happened. That at some point he killed his family. So he had a son. Yeah, I don't remember how old he was at the time, but off the kid, off the wife, off himself. Mm-hmm. At least that's the way the story is laid out. Okay. There's lots of people who contest that and say, hey, we don't think that's what happened, but we still don't know. It could just been a CTE thing. He suffered a lot of concussions, wrestled for at least 20 years, if not longer.
Right.
But
speaking of someone who has a head injury, that stuff will mess you up. That changes a lot of things. So,
and back then, it was a lot less safe as far as wrestling goes. Like a lot of chair shot, a lot of unprotected shots with different things to the head, chair shots, jumping off of things, and it's a lot more safe now. The way they protect their wrestlers, employees, or whatever the case may be. But that is how the story lies, and essentially they have written him off of history. They never talk about him in any organization as if he never existed.
Right.
So that's kind of what Rapper's alluding to. Is like, yo, I love this dude, but like I'm not supposed to love him based on him doing something horrible. You know
Got it. Right.
Well, again, you love, but again, you love his character. You know what I'm saying? You love the character that he's playing.
Right. But that's why he said, separating yourself, the artist from, yourself from the artist from the person, if you will. Mm-hmm. The person we knew on screen versus whoever he might have been off screen.
Might have been right.
And at that time, yeah.
Because like they said, like, you know what I'm saying? You might think Hulk Hogan was the best wrestler or whatever for the kids, but he was a fucking dick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a good point. And his best friend had just died right before all that happened. Right. So it's who knows? We don't know, but we can only speculate from at this point.
Yeah. Depression is a really messed up thing.
Exactly.
Really messes with people's heads.
Mental health. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But, and again, and you know what I'm saying, that what, you know what I'm saying, hurt people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like this, it's a tragedy. Like, but anytime someone does something that's out of the norm, and that, like Chris Benoit, fucking R. Kelly and all that stuff, it's just that R. Kelly needed help early on. Like if he'd have got the help early on, then maybe he wouldn't have been this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he wouldn't have been, because when you take someone that's abused, they normally turn around and abuse other people.
Right.
And then when you put into the, when you put it in a place where now you can abuse people anytime you want to, then it turns into power. It's a power struggle. Oh, now I can do it because I'm rich enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now you can go ahead and enter those perversions in your mind. But if you take it back, if you look at any strange motherfucker, it's not a person that had a healthy sex life that all something that turns around like I need children. You know, if you look at this shit, them motherfuckers have a place where they were hurt, where they were bruised,
right?
And then they perpetrate these ills. So, like I said, mental health is great, man, and because sometimes if we could catch the next R. Kelly early on, before when they could go talk to somebody about what's happening to them, maybe that will stop them from going forward. You know what I'm saying? And messing everything up.
Right.
So I think that's mental, because that's the other part of mental health too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they build monsters and then you get a bunch of people around you that cultivate that shit. And it's just like a petri dish, and that's what you got. Right. So R. Kelly's. So speaking of breaking everything apart, man, how do we feel about this Will and Jada? The rumor, like now it's starting to get into places where motherfuckers are just starting to make shit up about their relationship.
Yeah, right.
Well, she left that one. She left that door kind of wide open with her statements. Here's my thing. If I want to go first,
go ahead.
My thing is this: if you are in a relationship, a marriage, a domestic partnership, if you're a boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you might be, your relationship is your business. Nobody else's business. Your business. You don't need to talk about it out in public constantly. You don't need to be spreading, conversations that should be between you and your partner, or things that may have happened that is essentially not your story to tell. You might have been there, but it's not your story. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And what I feel like with Jada is she is a habitual line stepper, because it's one of those things where she loves to be in the mix to get the juicy gossip, the drama, the tea from other people. But when it's about her, nothing. Like when she started the Red Table Talk, I mean, it's supposed to be like a healthy place for us to talk about mental health and things that are happening in our lives and in the world and in our relationships and our growth and our becoming better people. I remember when the entanglement shit went down, it was the shortest episode of Red Table Talk that exists. Everything's usually like an hour, 2 hour, so in that timeline. When she got caught in the entanglement and she made it seem like she played it off like it wasn't that big a deal, 20 minutes, in and out, done.
Okay, word.
Like she got in, she got out, and she's like, I ain't talking about this shit no more. And now she back on her, people over it, they offer that. So now she's back on like nothing happened, essentially.
Well, we all know people who talk about other people.
Yeah,
we all know people who love to talk about other people but don't want to talk about themselves.
I just feel like the Jada Pinkett's from the outside looking in.
First of all, I'll talk about myself all the time.
Bishop got stories about everything. Him, his brother, his anything Bishop has experienced, he'll talk about. That's how Bishop does.
That's how I do. I'm a sharer.
I was just basically being obnoxious.
You know what? And guess what? That's the reason why you're at the bottom of the plate of the
bottom. I figured it's because I was white.
Nah, it's because you're very light skinned. You know what I'm saying? It's the hierarchy here.
Oh, okay. So dark, lighter, and lightest.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it is. If we get someone a little lighter, like if we could put you under Raph, we would. It would be like phenomenal, me, Raph, then you.
Yes.
And I think Raph might be a little bit darker than me too. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean, I might be in the soup with you, brother. Colorism by Intelligent Ratchet.
Raph said he got a nice tan. Word up.
But
yeah, what you think, Bishop? What's your take on this, man?
I mean, I'm kind of like you. It's like if you don't want people in your business,
don't tell them.
Don't tell nobody, right? But if you're gonna open that shit up, then at least make it make sense, or at least own up to your shit. Like Will, like on this part of it, it's like Jada is kind of like, the one wife that always gossips about her husband and shit, and then he just be sitting in the corner looking all
sad,
like sad and shit. Like I don't give a fuck. And he's so broken down. She talks shit in front of him. And see, and I have a like if you call me a bitch ass nigga and all that shit, okay, go ahead and do that. Call me a bitch ass nigga. That's fine. Okay, da. But don't ask my ass to get up when you hear something into the house. Oh no, I'm a bitch ass nigga. You know, you take your thug ass downstairs.
Said, look, here's the gun. You go ahead and check it out.
Here's the gun. You go down and investigate. I'll go get the children and I'll lock the bathroom. I'll put them in the bathroom, lock the door. You come and get me when you ready. Because I'm the bitch ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you gotta save me. I do not. You know what I'm saying? I'm a weak-hearted motherfucker. Like, so it's so at the end of the day. And Will might
go ahead.
No, and Will might be at the place, man, where he's just like, you know what?
He's just over it.
No, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because you can love your wife. You can love your wife. And he might, you know what I'm saying? He just might be like, you know what? Because we don't know what Will has done. We don't know what Will, because you know what Will has done this whole time? Shut the fuck up.
Smart man.
Smart. Like you don't get.
I wouldn't get into the mud on no type of public forum going back and forth with my wife. Fuck that.
I'm talking even if Will was out there, you know what I'm saying? Because Will, we got to talk about like this. You're not going to tell me Will Smith. First of all, we can all agree Will Smith is a very handsome man. You know what I'm saying? Just as straight men looking at Will Smith, like, hey, he's a very handsome man. He's a very rich man. He's a very handsome, very rich man. He's a very intelligent man also. So that means Will Smith speaks with diction and he can be heard. You're not telling me Will Smith has not gotten any pussy thrown at him. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. It's like one of the people said, it's like, yo, this he said the same thing about Jay-Z. He was a comedian. He was like, you got to think about pussy like it's raining Skittles. If you keep your mouth closed, only 2% get in your mouth. I mean, that's a win. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just said no 98% of the time.
Oh my gosh. That's a good one. I like
if you're
that
keeping
one.
your mouth
That's
closed
good.
and 2% of skills are still getting in your mouth. There's something going on.
You know what I'm saying? You keep your mouth. I mean, you got to breathe.
That's true. That's true. Skittles through your nose.
You know what
Exactly.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I mean? Shit, that's what 0.222%. I think that's a win.
Yo.
But you also have to say that they're celebrities, and so anytime you enter your name in there as a celebrity, people are going to mess in your business. So to get upset about people getting in your business when you're a celebrity, it's kind of like if you don't want people in your business, then don't be making movies.
I mean, even that, or just be aware of what you say.
Right.
Like if you put something out, if you put a salacious thing out there as a clip, and then expect no one to like latch onto it, then what's the whole point? Like if we didn't want people to watch Intelligently Ratchet and be involved in our conversations, I just called Bishop on the phone, and then we just had a conversation. But like the whole point is for people to be involved. So like you can't say I want you all involved, but I don't want you to say anything that goes like, you know what I'm saying? Like
right.
You're opening yourself up to critique. So either you can handle it or you can't. Then just if I were Jada, I'd just make it all about the guest. Then if you don't want people talking about you, then just take it off of you. And just say, oh, okay, cool, I understand.
I look at it like this too. And then it's like this. What I put in the public, you know what I'm saying? Like right now, you know what I'm saying? If me and my wife decide to do our own podcast or whatever's being talked about, best believe I'm not gonna be surprised about your talk. And I think that's why Will is not saying anything, because if I've forgiven you,
right,
and better yet, if I've forgiven myself, okay, what the fuck you say? I'm okay now, right? Because you at the end of the day, you're not, and I think what it is, a lot of times Jada is working through her shit, because even Will said it. He said, I told Jada, I'm not here to make you happy. You got to make yourself happy. You know what I'm
saying that.
Right. So what it is, you could tell where Will is within that relationship. Like, I love the shit out of you, but you know what I mean? And you my fucking life partner, because when people are married, it's like this. You my motherfucking life partner. I don't see myself being married to anybody but you. This is it. I got children with you. Whatever the fuck we go through, we can get through it, because people don't understand. Sometimes you just got to get through shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this, like, yeah, you might not get it through it like in a public eye, but again, you got people that got family knowing their business and everything like that. With Steve and Margaret and did 20 years ago. Now 20 years later on, they back on a good path, but they had their rough patch. You know what I'm saying? It's just that I think Jada is working her rough patch through her podcast. You know what I'm saying? And
I don't know if that's the right move, though, Chief. I understand
Well, that's
different
working
people.
through your problems in public.
Right. Like,
Right.
then
Hold on.
once
What
again,
I'm
it goes
saying,
back to what Daniel was saying.
But
like,
yeah, but if it's not catching Will off guard, if it's shit that he already that they are like, if I'm telling
you saying
Will,
that it's already been worked out on his end.
on his
so
end,
no matter
on
what
their
she
end.
says, it's okay
Right.
because I'm already made it on my part. Okay.
Right, I'm good on my part. You know what I'm saying? Because Will's one of them dudes. I don't give a fuck what you say about me. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Because at the end of the day, if it come out, I've forgiven myself. I've forgiven you. Now, if you want to bring it in, because it's like this, because you're on a podcast, and the real double table is to do this right here. Is to, for everybody else out there that might be going through the same thing that we went through, let me be vulnerable and let me tell you what was going on, right? You know what I'm saying? So that way you understand that you're not alone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay.
if we get into a place where people used to sell crack or weed or something like that, and Pete comes out with his story like, yo, I used to sell weed and this is the way I did it, and da. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I got through that part. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying I
didn't sell weed.
Shout out.
You can't be airing dirty laundry like that, Bish.
I'm like, for real, I'm the most like, as far as when it came down to anything like selling any illicit drugs, anything like that, I've always been unsuccessful. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've been the most unsuccessful drug dealer there's ever been. Always.
It just wasn't for you.
It just wasn't for me, man. It just never got past the point of like 3 or 4 customers. So it's just like, all right. All the crack was gone, man.
All the crack is gone.
I think if you actually are still alive, you're a successful drug dealer.
Well,
as I'm
no,
concerned,
you got to get in. So you got to get in the game real good first, and then get live. Then that's when you know what I'm saying. You got to make some money. Like I've never made any real money off of it.
Okay.
I got you. Petty cash. That's all you had.
Petty cash, sneaker money, gas money.
Gas money.
Gas money G. You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
Risk my life for gas money.
Risking my freedom of gas money. I thought I was gonna make it.
Every business starts small, right?
Right.
There you go.
I never got past the lemonade stand. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got Minute Maid is a popular drug dealer. I still at the lemonade stand.
There you go.
There's no more lemons. There's no more water.
Shoot.
Oh man.
Yo, speaking of businesses and starting off small, I'm just branching off here for a split second. Danny, you in the crypto? You in that world, the stocks and crypto and all that good stuff? Because I want to know who is making money off Shiba Inu so far. I want to know.
Small amount. Oh,
who's
you know what's really funny?
Off Shiba.
You know what's really funny? Somebody convinced me to buy Shiba Inu, and
I bought some too.
Do you know how much money I made on my Shiba Inu account today?
How much?
I have made a grand total today of negative $30.
Yeah, because she was down today. Yeah, I saw that.
So far, after my initial investment, I have now lost $30.
Oh wow, I'm still up.
Yo, Raph said you got to invest a whole lot of money.
My other cryptos. I do have other cryptos.
Okay.
And those are doing a whole lot better.
Okay.
Right. But
you said Doge. I thought you were about to say Doge. I was like, Doge is doing well.
No. Doge. I didn't do Doge because I'm not gonna do something that Musk is gonna basically he's gonna control the price by just issuing various press releases.
Right.
So I'm not doing that. But I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin on another account. They've actually been making pretty decent money. I also have some stocks.
Ethereum's been doing good too.
Yeah, Ethereum's been doing pretty good.
It's Ethereum's the way to go. I wish, man, of course, everybody's going to say, I wish I would have known. I remember hearing about Bitcoin early on. I should have been, if I had known just back then, I would have bought it.
Right. But no, but she is okay because like I brought it back in. I think I brought it back in
what, January, February?
No. Actually, soon as September. Soon as it hit, soon as it hit Coinbase. And with a $30 investment, you know what I'm saying? I was up $290.
Nice.
So, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, and I was like, I'm just to see what it is. Let me just throw $30 on it. It was like, oh, you get 3 million of these motherfuckers. I was like, 3 million for $30. So you can tell what I brought it at. It was like 0.0002, it was like 22 or whatever. I don't even think it had moved to the fourth digit. And then it was
got mine when I bought it. It was I got 3 million coins as well.
Right, but you got that 3 million coins at what?
$200.
You saying you spent 200? I got you.
$200, yeah.
So I got the same 3 million when I got mine.
Right.
For $30.
Right. No, you're fine.
So you see what I'm saying? So
I'm late. I'm a late comer. I admit it. I'm totally late to the party.
But again, you're not bad though, because what it is, that little $30 that you left, if this shit reaches to 1 cent.
I know.
Oh, it's gonna be on.
If Shiba goes crazy, but it'll be a long time before Shiba gets that far. So, I put money in crypto basically to ignore it. I'm putting money in there and I'm leaving it alone. And if it grows, it grows. I got Bitcoin, I got Litecoin, I got Ethereum, and I got Shiba. Those are the only ones I have that are crypto. But see, I know about blockchain from work.
Okay.
And I know about blockchain from all kinds of different aspects of tracking shipments and things like that. So, I mean, I understand how blockchain works on an intellectual level, and that's why this stuff takes so much computing power to do. I mean, this whole crypto revolution thing is totally eating the supercomputers alive, because the number of calculations that they have to do in order to maintain this number of cryptos that are out there now. There's so many crypto coins out there and they're all being tracked by these computers, and that's just so many billions of calculations every second. And the sheer amount of computer power that's being used is crazy.
So you think it's gonna fuck up?
No, I don't think it's gonna fuck up. I think it's gonna have its time of being trendy, and I think eventually it'll fade away, or it may become more like the traditional stock market.
Right.
So do you feel like right now is the gold rush then? Like it's the best time
to get rich quick.
The best time to get in was about like Bishop said, about in September. Because actually it was right before Coinbase went public. Because if you looked at the way these all these cryptos went, they were all tracking along 000, and then right when Coinbase went public, they all went up.
Yeah.
And then they all had a very immediate sudden growth, and then they sort of leveled off, and now they're growing again, but not at the same insane rate. So like we said, the Shiba, when he bought it, was before Coinbase went public, and so then when Coinbase went public, then his Shiba account went bananas,
right? And
now it's settled down. Now it's growing more like a regular traditional stock. Although I would say that, for example, like my Bitcoin account has gone up like 30% in 3 months, which is a pretty crazy interest rate. So it's definitely growing faster than you're going to get in any kind of a bank account.
Yeah.
And most stock portfolios now, investment portfolios that are, if you have an investment portfolio maintained by somebody who's this is their job, they usually include some crypto in that portfolio, because it's a very fast way to earn money right now. But like I said, in I don't think it's going to be in 6 months, but in a couple of years, things might have sort of the sheen might have worn off it a little bit. and
Because
might go back.
it did a little bit too when everybody was losing money on when you know what I'm saying when everybody was losing money on coin,
Right.
on Bitcoin and all that stuff, and now Bitcoin's rebounding. But it's like, you know what I mean, you could sell it, but oh my God, my Bitcoin. Listen, hey, goes same thing with 401ks and pensions and all that stuff.
Yeah.
If the market crashed, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, I lost fucking $100,000 in my 401k. Well, it's on the market. It's on the market. I mean,
Yeah.
that money really wasn't yours anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like, did it mess with you? Because that's what people don't understand. It's like it's almost like if you put $30 into Shiba, right? But you brought lottery tickets. You know, you got like scratch offs can go up to $20-$30, right? I'm correct in this, right? $20. You get a couple three scratch offs, $10. That's what you would have put in there, and you're putting that money, and it's not going anywhere. And you're putting $30 in that joint, and you might win $50 back, right?
Right.
You put it in this shit. This it's almost like buying a lottery ticket. Fucking take $1 every time you go to buy the lottery ticket. Take $1, put it into the lottery. Take another $1, buy some Bitcoin or whatever with it, and see how much more dollars you make off of which one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like so.
There's somebody making a lot of money when you buy lottery tickets, but it ain't you.
Right.
The state makes a ton of money on that.
Exactly. State racking up.
State is right. Exactly. But I'm saying it's like this. So when your lottery ticket gets up to $1 billion, they've already made that billion 10, 12, 20 fold.
Exactly.
Right.
You know,
no,
I
definitely they go give away the profit.
Yeah, exactly. No, I agree that investing your money is the way to go. But I don't like it when things get trendy and people start buying stuff because it's trendy.
Right.
That scares me.
You drive the price up. So what I want everyone to do, I want you to go out there and buy it up. Buy it up so that way that price goes up.
There you go. Exactly. We got to buy. People got to buy Shiba so that we can make money.
Listen,
exactly.
For my $30, for my little $30 initial investment, you know what I'm saying, that I put in that motherfucker. Get me to $1 so I can go ahead and be like, all right, I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Because that $3 million, shit. If that shit get to a quarter, you know what I'm saying, I am pulling. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it down to $250, whatever's over that, and then that's what I'm going with. So that's my thing. I'm like, I'm gonna keep $250 in this shit the whole time. Let me see.
The other thing is,
let me see what it do.
Have you ever heard of contrarian investing?
No.
You buy stocks when they crash. So when something crashes, you buy it because you figure it's low, it's going to come back. So what you do is you watch and you look and you watch and you see have the history of stuff. And if something is around 20 and then suddenly it like bombs out and it's worth 10, that's when you buy it because it'll go back to being 20 again, and then you just doubled your money. So
they always say buy the fall.
Exactly.
Yeah. Buy it when it falls. Exactly.
Buy it when it falls. That's where you make your most money.
Bishop, Dan, I think we got somebody in the background here who wants to get in on the action. If I could introduce the one and only Senor Gutierrez.
Ralph couldn't let me have my glory. We had to take it.
Oh my goodness. He got the big gold belt. Champ is here.
Oh shit. Hold on. Let me come right back because my internet messing up. Oh man, I can't see it. Hold on, Rad.
Raph couldn't let me have my moment in the sun. He had to come take some of the glory for himself.
Never that, man. Never that. You know.
Now look, I gotta ask: is that the WCW version or is that the?
Yeah, that's the WCW version.
Oh my goodness! Hold on, let me blow it up. Let me see. Oh my goodness!
So I upgraded the diamonds myself. I didn't like the red rubies, but I'll probably end up fixing that later on. But
I was gonna ask you that. Yeah, that's tight, man.
You know, it weighs like 8 pounds.
Well, look, you need to bring it to the show, man. When I see you on this weekend on Saturday, you gotta let me take a picture with the big gold belt, man.
I don't know, man. I don't trust people when I'm out with it. Not you. I mean, I trust you to hold it, but I don't trust like other people when they see me with it. Like, oh, let me hold it. I'm like, nah.
Everyone start touching. Hey, let me do it. Hey.
Oh, yeah. I try to keep it clean, but you know.
That's what's up.
Oh,
Yo,
I
let
know.
me see. Yo, put up to the camera, Raph, for me one time. One time for me, Raph. That is how much does that weigh, man?
About 8 pounds.
Oh, it's about 8 pounds.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's not a small belt. Raph's not a small dude. You know what I'm saying? He's at least 5'7".
No, I'm a small dude, but this takes up like most of my body though.
Right.
Raph's remember when Bishop says that's you're not a small dude, that's coming from Bishop.
I'm not a small dude. I'm a short guy. I'm not small. You know what I'm saying? Any shot. I'll take up room when I walk in a room. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you're just gonna push me and knock me over and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a fire hydrant.
He displaces a lot of air.
You know what I'm saying? Get off me, son. You don't want none of this. You don't want none of this. But yeah,
I remember that specifically. The first time I was on the show, and Bishop was leaning on me. That joke was heavy. I was like, we were sitting on the couch. It was Kazi, Bishop, then me, and then G. Amazawa had his own chair. And Bishop was just like, I don't know why, but he just sitting on me like this right here. Like I was trying to be cool about it. I was like, damn,
so John, you're saying you like the social distancing better?
Right. See, over here, I can just move back. It's like,
right. Nah, man, I used to lean on Kazi too, like that too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you're tired, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Just in case you pop off, I done already wasted half your energy. You know what I'm saying? It's number one rule.
I always thought that Justin was shorter than you were until y'all said that Just was like tall as hell. Then I think when you guys stood up one time, I was like, oh shit, like that's major different types.
It's a super difference between me and Just.
Just a big boy.
Just tall, man. He's a tall guy. But yeah, man. But I say, yo, but speaking of what we was gonna say but always do this. Make sure when you put money into like the fads and all that stuff, go ahead and get you some traditional stuff too. Some stocks that moderate, that's gonna go ahead and grow. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got like Data Defenders, I got a couple other joints that I do on Stash app that I got on them, and they slow grow. You know what I mean? They've been on top, and they've been yielding like 15-20% at a time and shit like that. So it's more money going into them, you know what I mean? And I'm just making money off of those, you know what I mean? It's just like, so make sure y'all do both, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to diversify, you know what I'm saying? Get your hype shit, but put the bulk of your money in something that's going to be there for you. And it's still making more money than a savings account everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, if you deal with apps like Coinbase and like Stash app, you get a Stash card, you get a Coinbase card, you can access your money. You know what I'm saying? You just got to plan for it. Give you a couple of days for shit to clear out and then get it. So if you do have an emergency or you got to go out there and buy that Land Cruiser, you know what I'm saying? Boom, you got your money because fucking Enude and motherfucking went to 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and pull that money right on out, put it on your card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we actually had that exact conversation today. We were at the bank dealing with my dad's stuff, and he had a whole bunch of different accounts, and so we tried to consolidate them. And they're like, "Well, do you want to keep it in the bank?" And we're like, "Well, what kind of interest rate are you paying?" And it was like 1% per year. And we're like, "No, that's okay. We got other places where we can put this and make more money."
Right.
So.
And the bank want to do that too. Like, yeah, nah. What are you guys doing? Can y'all make this better? What do you do to? Because 1%. Come on now, bank.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly. What is that?
You can make more money just putting it somewhere else.
I remember in school when I was a kid, we learned in school that the savings account at your bank earned you 5.25% interest. And then Reaganomics happened, and they deregulated the banking industry, and suddenly you didn't make 5.25% interest on your savings account anymore. Now you make 0% interest in your savings account. So, joy, Reaganomics is wonderful. Thank you so much.
So what you say? Put your savings, put your life savers in the Bitcoin. Yeah, nah, don't.
So many people did that, and so many people regret it.
Don't fucking do that.
Or invest in a big company.
Whatever.
Yeah. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't be homeless.
I bought shares in a company that I heard that they focus on converting countries' vehicles, like government vehicles, to all electric.
Oh, really?
So I bought it early, so hopefully I get to see something. It's Ideonomics.
Don't tell everybody. Don't tell it. Well, tell us.
Tell us.
Ideonomics. IDEX, because I had to check my SoFi real quick. I was like, and I just bought it like 2 months ago.
2 months ago.
And so far, it's only gotten up for like 2 cents. But I know that the government, the U.S., is going to eventually move over to switching all government vehicles.
Is that? And where did you buy that on?
SoFi.
On SoFi. Okay.
SoFi. Yeah. It's legit. It's a legit stock. So.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
I'm not saying don't invest like $500 on it or anything, but
right. I mean, but you said it's that. So you're buying it at 2 cents a stock, right?
No, it's only gone up 2 cents. I think it was like $1.98 or something. But I was reading an article about it. Like in the next 5 to 7 years, the U.S. wants to slowly convert all government vehicles to electric. So they have this company that goes around country to country, and they start converting it, like creating deals with other electric companies so that they can start leasing, these vehicles. And they've done that, I think, somewhere in Europe, I forget. And they're just going kind of like country to country, giving away their services. So because they're reputable of doing so with governments, that's when I was like, well, let me buy early. I mean, I might only gain 2 cents in the last, couple of weeks. So
2 cents in a week, that's 1%. That's 1% in a week, or in a couple of weeks. That's pretty good. That's what, 25% in a year. That's pretty good interest.
Right.
It's slow moving. Now, once it hits, then it'll be different.
Once
crazy.
Exactly.
If it's making 25% per year in growth, that's already making pretty good growth.
That's if it remains so.
Everybody, listen to what Ratchet said. He said he paid $1 and some change for one share. One share. That's what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, I bought more than one share, but yeah.
You get the one share. You get the one share.
You're messing up his whole story here.
I'm saying.
You go and buy one share instead of buying that lottery ticket every week. Go buy one share, because if you do it every week, that means that's $52. That means you get 52 shares, right? So if you go in that mug and you just buy one share, and like Raph said, in 7 years, you just put your $1 down, and in 7 years, that shit moves up to $50. You've made $50. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made $49.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not talk about if their share goes up to $200. You know what I mean? You got $200, and that's just on the back. People think that you need thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to fucking know. Get you $20. Take you $20 out of your motherfucking paycheck that you normally buy weed with, and fucking sprinkle it throughout the stock market. Here's some sprinkles.
But the weed is so much more fun.
Right. I know. But instead of buying, but you still buy the weed, but take a little bit. Because think about this. How many times have you found $10, $20, $40 in your pocket that you forgot about?
Never,
because I don't carry cash.
It's just me and you then, Bishop. I've done that before.
I don't carry cash. Cash is dirty.
You know what?
You
know what's coming. You say some punk ass. Cash is dirty.
Well, that's why there's a cash shortage, man. Cash is dirty.
Cash right now. Cash has COVID. Exactly. Everybody's using their.
That's why Aaron Rodgers ain't playing, because he got COVID because of money.
He was getting their cash back from State Farm.
It still is something.
Oh man. Aaron Rodgers looked like he just got COVID the whole year though. Like, he just looked dirty this year. Like, this is the dirtiest I've seen Aaron Rodgers look.
Well, I was reading about it today because I have him on fantasy football, and apparently he wasn't vaccinated.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers out here non-vaxxed?
He had, from what I don't know if it was Adam Schefter or one of the ESPN guys, he was not vaccinated. He had some type of therapy type of procedure that apparently increased his antibodies but he was never vaccinated.
That's crazy.
So now he has COVID.
Now he has COVID. Well, I mean, you could catch
therapy.
Well, you know what? But again, the vaccine is not the doesn't prevent you from getting COVID. It just stops you from fucking dying from it. You know what I'm saying? Or catching
It doesn't
that.
even stop that. Some people who have the vaccine do die. So
But-
it just reduces the chances, reduces the likelihood.
Right. The likelihood.
Everybody gets all freaked out about, oh my God, he was vaccinated, he still got COVID. That's not how it works.
Like the
I'm
flu
a
can kill you.
biologist, I can tell you all day how it works.
The flu can kill you too. You get the flu shot to lessen your chances. Now that chance may lessen, like, you know what I mean? It's sometimes your body is just fucked up and it's time for you to go. And if God needs you to come home, he gonna get around that. Listen, I know. Let me go ahead and get your ass up out of here because you are stupid. You out here still buying rustling belts and shit, and you know what I mean?
Hey man, I bought that belt when I was 18.
Shut your face. Shut your face. Shut your face, dirty money man. Do you want the button again? You don't talk out of turn.
Oh, I said I bought it when I was 18, man. I was 21.
There it is. That's the button. You get it again. Talking out of turn.
I
should have never gave Bishop the power.
I know.
No, I just do it because Raph enjoys it. You know.
Nah, I mean, I've gotten the red button more than most people in here. Anyway. I think I have a record.
I think it's between you and Keisha, because I would give.
Oh yeah,
I would
give
you
and Keisha
the all the time.
Oh really? What's the max? Because I think I'm up to 3 in one show.
Listen, I think I've given Keish like almost. It was almost like every other sentence.
Hell, you've had 2 today.
Yeah,
2 so far.
It was bad. Like every time you talk, I was like, click. I would just do it. That's how. And then guess what? When I'm gonna say this right, straight to tape. If you're out there listening, we at Untitled Ratchet invented the button. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? We started doing the button first.
Mm-hmm.
They took it on. So you know,
trademark.
Perry was on here a second ago. I'm at the beginning. I think I saw him.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was up here.
He was up here. But yeah. Oh, also, for everybody that's watching, man. Again, before we get out of here, if you got any benefits questions or anything like that, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and ask them. I don't mind to answer these questions because I want to help you save money. I might just do a live on the Untitled Ratchet this weekend. You know what I'm saying? Boost it up. Because I feel like there's not enough people getting this information, you know what I mean, or that actually need it. Because some of y'all out here just picking like, oh, let me get the most expensive plan. So getting the most expensive plan is stupid. I'm just going to be honest with you. Unless you need it. It don't work unless you need it. This is
now my benefits are next week, so I might have to hit you up with that.
Listen. Hey, ask the questions now, and I'll give you the answers.
Oh, I don't know any questions yet because I haven't seen what they're offering us yet. So.
Oh, okay.
So I have to see at least when they start enrolling.
No, and actually, you don't even need to see your plans. Because I'm giving people generic stuff because where they'll look at the plan and they'll do this right here. This is the most expensive. This is least expensive. This one has to be better than that one, right? But they're not taking into consideration who they are as a human being. So, Raph is probably a germaphobe. You know what I'm saying? Because money is dirty.
Absolutely, dirty money.
So what Raph is going to do is he's going to eat well. He's going to take showers. He's going to do all that stuff. Now listen, but then Raph is going to fuck around and get the most highest expensive plan. Why? Because I need to be healthy. When he's already done 80% of what he's doing, he washes his ass, he eats healthy, he runs every day. Guess what, Raph? You're not going to get sick. You don't need to spend $200 on your prep. You see what I'm saying? You see how that goes?
So what if, yes, I'm doing all that.
Right.
But I still spend money, go to the doctor, make sure everything is everything 3-4 times a year. So
what it is this right here. The amount
you
of
go see the doctor 4 times a year? That's a fuck.
Right. No, that's the herpes. But
yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
No, I'll give you an example. Like this year, I never had allergies. Like I've never had any type of allergies whatsoever. In July, I developed allergies. I didn't know why. So headaches. I went to 7 different doctors.
Right.
And nobody could tell me what it was except you have a sinus infection. It probably was dirty money. and they're like, you have a sinus infection. So they're like, try this. If it doesn't work, come back. So then I had to go over there, try, get back. The 7th doctor was a specialist, the ears, nose, and throat doctor. All for him to tell me, you have allergies because the ragweed is bad this year. Okay. So all you got to do is just take some damn Claritin and wait and hope that it's done. But that's 7 times.
But how much you spend per doctor's visit?
It depends on the urgent care. So some urgent cares apparently cost more than others, depending on where you go. Like one urgent care cost me like full price. The other one cost me $20 copay. So it just depends.
If it's on the list, they charge less.
Right. Okay. So this is what it is, right? Even with that, this is how you do it. Because you're a very healthy person. And up until, so we can say this right here. You're you say 38 years old, right?
39.
Up until this point. Now, I'm gonna give you this example. Up until this point, if you didn't go, this is your first time having to go to the doctor like that. If you had a high deductible health plan where you were paying $30 every year, $30 a pay period, right? But you put away, say about $35 to $50 in your HSA account. When you get to this point, you're talking about as many years as you've been working at the company that you're working on. Let's say that, right? And then when you get to this point of everything's going haywire, you've already banked triple the amount that you just spent out of pocket, because all you were doing was washing your ass, going to your physical, eating healthy, and running. You know what I'm saying?
Bishop is big on health savings accounts. Just let you know that Bishop is big on health savings accounts.
I also think he's big on washing your ass, because that's like the 5th time he's mentioned this. So.
You want to not be sick? Wash your ass. It was a whole black plague. Guess what they could have did? Wash their ass. You know what I'm saying? Stop throwing your feces in the fucking street and wash your ass. Guess what? You would have saved.
Mainly was washing your ass.
It's mainly washing your ass. Like even then, right? It's like, yo, the black plague could have been stopped. Well, guess what? Soap and water. Not even hot water, just soap and just regular ass river water. Wash your ass.
So what kind of soap?
Man, live soap. It could have been
lava soap.
No, you got to use Ivory.
Libre 3000.
Ivory, 99 and 44, 100% pure.
You know what I'm saying? They was using pig fat soap back then. You know what I'm saying? That was when it get real lather. But you know what I'm saying? You could just wash your ass, like dip your ass in the water every week, and you would have been good. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm high on HSAs because they're dope for people that don't have to go to the doctor like that. But again, you pick the person in the middle, like the PPO plan and all that stuff. But yeah, think about that. Look into it, Rat. Look into it.
So what happens? Just to play devil's advocate, because there may be other people listening. What happens to the individuals who have to go to the doctor several times? Is a PPO plan, or is it the EPO plan? Are those more beneficial for somebody who has to go to the doctor several times?
Exactly. So if you do have, it's like, because then you'll have people on the other side that just want to save money. I'm just going to get the cheaper plan. Boom. But you have to look at your family's health history. Are you guys a pretty healthy family? You know what I'm saying? If you're dealing with diabetes and all that stuff, or you know what I'm saying, you have to take medicine, then yeah, go get you a PPO plan, but then get you a flexible spending account.
That's what I have right now.
Right. So then with your flexible spending account, so you're good because you front load your money, and then you know what you're going to get, because you can map out how much you spend on your coverage. Now again, Raph,
then what happens at the end of the year?
Because if you don't use it all year, because you don't go to the doctor's office. How much you've left money on the table on a flexible spending account, have you?
No, because this is what I do. What I do. I get my eyes checked at the end of the year. So in the flex spending account, the last time you could spend it, like in this case, for example, if I still had money left over, March of 2022 would be the last, like March 15th of 2022 is the last day that I can use for anything 2021.
Right.
So I always get my eye exam on the first of the month of March.
Gotcha.
So that pays for my contacts. It pays for everything. And if I have anything left over, I get new glasses, or I get me some prescription sunglasses, or just glasses that are there. So I've got me some like Gucci shades just because I got to spend it.
You got to spend it. So
Raph takes his money and spends it to make this beautiful.
Yeah. Man, nah. See all this gray shit.
Oh, with your eyes and your sunglasses, the Gucci sunglasses, and
Once
No,
you
I mean I
put-
bought some in the past. Like now, I just have some Michael Kors.
See, I just have.
No,
He's just slumming.
No,
with
I got
Michael
him-
Kors.
They was on discount.
They was
I got
on
them on
discount.
Listen,
$800 a shit.
No, my bad.
$800.
My glasses are Oakley's, but we could continue.
shut your face. Shut your face.
Is that?
You know
oh,
how much?
okay.
You know how much? I got 4 pairs of glasses. This is what I'm saying. I got 4 pairs of glasses. These included. All of them. I got these shits from America's Best, and I got 4 pairs of glasses for like $300. So
I
one
paid.
pair.
Well, here's the thing. I paid for my Oakley glasses
Uh,
$215.
look at that. I got 2 pairs of glasses for the amount of his Oakleys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but,
and now
but mine are really light though. Like I use them because I run a lot or I work out a lot, so they're really light on my face.
See,
Right,
Bishop,
yeah,
his
sure.
are cool.
Whatever use you. Whatever you got, the one with a solid gold belt. I mean, I'm not.
You
not
paid
gonna tell you
$300
money
for
back.
4. I mean, I don't need 4. I
Brad,
just
let's
need
just
one.
say you stunting on us and you're trying to be a nice guy.
I ain't stunned, man. I am not stunned. Listen, when you have money and they tell you you got $350 to spend by the 15th, or else you lose it. You're gonna walk in that bitch like, yo, I got $350 to spend.
Oh no, I totally yeah, right.
I need to fucking get this shit done, maximize my shit. So this is why they're
Yeah.
like, oh, we can add this, that, and the third. I don't care what you add, it has to be gone by the day. So
Yes.
they love me in there. They'll be like, how much you got to waste a day? I'm just like, I got like $250. All right,
Right.
bet.
Yes.
This is what we could do. We'll even discount this for you just so that you can, meet your limit.
People
That's right.
in my business in tech sales, we love the end of the year because everyone has a budget they have to spend by the end of the year.
Mhm.
And they will come to you and be like, I've got this money in my account. I need to spend it. And they will buy like 15 easy firms or however many they have to spend that money, because if they don't spend it, they won't get it the next year. Because
Right.
Exactly.
the bean counters will be like, you don't need the money. So they'll be like, okay, so they need to spend their money down. So they buy all kinds of stuff. So December is a great month.
See, so Danny understands. I'm not stunned. I just have to spend this money or else I lose it.
But see,
I'm
now
not like Bishop. I gotta have 4 different styles of glasses to match my whatever fucking boy short summer that you were having earlier or whatever. You have to match that shit. Like I don't have that. I have one pair,
Oh,
and I'm good.
Wow.
Wow. Short set summer, sir.
now you got a boy
I
shorts.
thought it was a
Not
boy
the boy
short.
shorts.
The boy short summer. I mean,
Bishop gives up the boy.
my bad, Bishop. My bad.
That's funny. You're
You're a mean person. You make fun of me. It's not
That
Is
right.
it a
made- that
turtleneck?
made
Is it
the
a
whole
turtleneck
episode
like
right
season
there.
now?
Yeah, it's supposed to be turn next season, but it's still too hot. So I'm in t-shirts right now. So F that.
It's like 50-some degrees outside. It's cold
Me,
as
I'm a
shit.
fat person. I have a layer. I got my own insulation right now. Like, nah, it's got
You
to be
need to
like
come to Michigan. It's 30s here.
That's
Oh,
what I'm talking
hell
about.
no.
That's when we break.
Hell no. I don't do that shit.
That's when we
I have to
break.
have a jacket on at 63. 63.
Yeah. No, I'm wearing shorts in the snow.
never
I have
understood
literally
that.
worn t-shirt and shorts in a snowball fight.
I believe
Danny,
it.
when it rains and it's like 60-something degrees, do you wear shorts and sandals?
I do not wear sandals, but I do wear shorts.
Why? I've always been
Because
curious.
He's from
Why?
Michigan. He's from
once you
Michigan.
go inside again, it's warm.
Yeah, but your feet are gonna get wet, or your legs are gonna get wet.
Wet is not a big deal. Everything water is water. That shit dries off. It's not like motor oil. It stays on there forever. It's just the
never
water.
understood
It just comes off.
It's one of those
Never
cultural
understood
things, man.
Is it
See, I
cultural?
was a swimmer. No, I was a swimmer. I was a competitive swimmer. So for me, being wet is no big deal. I was wet for freaking 6 years. Straight through. Every day.
Bet you all the
This
boys
is the
love
clip
you.
right here, yo. This is
I
the clip.
bet you the boys loved you.
You fell for that, Danny. You should have just backed it up, man. You should have just been like, nah.
I saw him just walking towards the trap door.
I wanted to stop it, and I saw Bishop's gears just start going. I was like, ah, shit.
No, Bishop can do whatever he wants. I own it.
He said, oh man. Because I had to pick on you. Like I said, Daniel, hurt people. Raph got me. I had to get you.
That's so it's my job now to get on Phenom. Is that what it is?
Hey man, pass
That's
it on.
what it is. Phenom was next. All right, man. Look. Okay, so we got one more thing to talk about, man.
What we got?
Y'all want to go with Alpo's murder? Or y'all want to talk about the Wu finale?
Oh, don't talk about the Wu finale. I just started watching that shit. I watched the first episode last night. I have to watch.
You know what?
That's fucked up.
That's. God damn it! Right? That you tell. Hold on. Before I get mad.
That is fucked up.
Let me make sure.
Okay, make sure.
Because Danny's one of my closest friends, and I love him to death. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't even let that man finish his sentence before you kicked his ass down, man.
No, that's okay.
Danny,
What?
Question. Are you on season 1? Are you on?
I watched season 1, episode 1 last night.
Okay, Danny, stay right there for 1 second. Okay, that's why he got them. You know what I'm saying? There is no way.
What was the other topic, though? What was the other topic?
But see, I can still hear you guys. That's the thing.
I know. That's the beautiful thing about the button. You're just in solitude.
So now I've been booted 3 times. So Ralph, you gotta catch up, dude.
I mean, I could piss him off. I'll tell him this: I've never seen the series.
Too big for wind up. He ain't gonna do it now.
So
it's always gonna get it.
So no, I mean, the thing, Bishop, is that you and we saw Wu-Tang, so I need to,
You got to pitch it. I'm surprised, like for real, Danny. I'm surprised. Outside of you just not having access to it, I'm surprised you didn't watch season 1.
Oh no, I didn't have access to it. That's why I didn't watch it.
Okay.
But I was gonna watch. I was gonna go to Wu-Tang concert in Los Angeles back in '97.
Right.
And I didn't go. And I'm disappointed in myself for not going back then, because I always wanted to go ever since then. And I'm really pleased to see, that RZA and Method and those guys were producers of the show. So I think it's going to be really good.
Right. Check it out. Wu-Tang is a great show. I'm sorry, but P, have you seen the finale?
The first episode so far is Boys in the Hood. I'm sorry.
Are you going to kick P out too?
Bishop know I'm behind on this show. That's why he's not surprised.
I mean, I haven't seen it, but it's because I have another series that I'm watching.
Oh my God, he's can kick everybody out.
What series are you watching?
You.
Okay.
So Bishop, when I came along, you were by yourself and you were all complaining and sad about how you were by yourself. And now that other people have been here, you're kicking them out.
Listen, I'd rather be alone than with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm right there. Listen, there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Bishop Omega signing out. It's 10 o'clock. I appreciate y'all for looking at Intelligent Rats, but no, I'm not bringing those guys back on at all. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, if Justin and Candy doesn't come back, you know what? I might just end the goddamn whole show. This might be the last episode of Intelligent Ratchet ever. I might just take this whole thing and just come with the Bishop Omega channel, just so I don't have to deal with this type of trash on my show. For P Nominal, my good friend Raph, and D Nasty, I want to say good night, goodbye. Please watch the Wu-Tang series if you get a chance. Fit it in somewhere. Buy some cryptocurrency and make sure you don't pay too much for benefits. God bless you. Y'all can talk now.
Wow.
Not everybody.
Yo, I want to say that ending was fucking awesome.